Hello and welcome to my stream. So first of all, I'm going to have to set up a couple of things and then I'll get it started with in a second. So right now we aren't getting any footage. Yes, now it's coming. All right. Um it might have already been um behind a little. I am not seeing it on my phone actually. So give me a second. Oh no, that's not from today. Um, yes, now I'm getting it. Ah, yes, automatically just 2 likes, even though I only did one. So I don't know why that is. I assume it's only on my side, but I don't know why. I'm not sure. I mean, so let's get this started with. Let me open up the chat real quick. For those who are new, so just everyone, because no one watches my streams. I have it open on my phone because my laptop cannot handle so much things running at once, and Google uses its fair share of RAM. So that's why. I also gotta turn off my sound on my phone. Oh, not up. Yes. So you guys don't hear me talking in the background. I was busy with the delivery, I think. When did it arrive? It says 0 minutes. I think I wanted to tow. I think so. Let's just tow. Tow service. Does it cost us 10k? I do wonder because I know if you stop delivery without towing, it costs you like 10k. No, I think 3 extra k is from the tow truck service and the well, we're gonna be in depth again, so I played a little when um not on stream, and I took like 10% damage. No, I think a little more. I think 20%, and 20% doesn't sound like a lot, but it sure is in this game. Let's go to Zing. No, we can't go there. Couldn't pronounce it, so I guess it's fair. Holzman. 6 hours. Let's go. Empty pellets. Who wants empty pellets? That sounds kinda boring. If we deliver this and we don't take too much damage, we should be almost out of debt. And I think we might get a bonus, but I don't know how all that works. So it could be, if we don't get too much damage, that we are out of debt, but of course not 50k out of debt, just a little. When I have the money, I might just, that sign is a little trippy, I might just hire a driver or something like that, just because I know I've been saying, well, no, I'm not, because no one watches my streams, but I know I've been saying they don't play for the money, but I do think it can be cool to be able to buy new trucks and decorate it. Of course, I still think just driving around having fun is the most important thing. right lane, and I'm also lagging a little. My apologies. Um, I think just delivering, having fun is of course the most important thing, but of course it can be kind of fun to edit your truck, buy new ones, and not be in this hole of debt. I think I'm making like 1k a day on average. Can I just? No. Don't give me a fine? Alright, thanks for that. I think it was quite close. What happens if you turn on the wipers? So that's in case any bugs land on our windshield, of course. Is it called windshield? Oh. Is it called windshield? I'm not entirely sure. What happens if you go further? Do you just get blocked? Yes. Wow, I turned off the wipers. Huh? B. Yes, now it's off. And to the left and the right. I don't know why, but this frame rate is kind of making me sick. And not in no, it's making me sick, but in a way of makes me feel a little bit nauseous, or however you say it. I apologize. Do that. Further T. Can you get damage from backing up too fast? No. Just asking. Gotta be careful. No damage? I'll take it. I'll take it. Gotta be more careful next time. That wasn't good. I actually didn't think about streaming today. I discovered the map editor and I wanted to test that out, but I was kinda bored and I haven't had that much time to test it out. I want to see a movie and such, so I've only been able to create a road, nothing more, and test out a little the textures and watch a tutorial or two. I think in total I watched like 3 tutorials now. I'm gonna try to watch tutorials first because I know how to make a road and such, and I think from what I've seen it isn't too hard, but understanding how you make things isn't too hard, but actually making good maps that people want to play might be a little more difficult. Well, people want to play, of course. It is like, yay, I'll make a map in a day or two, and then you have a full map, high quality. I think we're going a little wrong way, but we can adjust. I also kinda gotta learn how to use my blinkers, but I don't even know the shortcuts for them. Stop right there. F is the hazard, right? Yes. Kinda need to use it in the future. I didn't know blinking and such actually changes anything. I'm lagging. I'm sorry. So, today's goal, we kinda reached yesterday's goal. Yesterday's goal was to have someone chat, and I guess it happened, but it was a friend of mine I didn't tell him though that I was streaming. It likely just popped up on his home feed, or he checked um, my channel. So it isn't like I told him to chat, but of course it ain't the same as total stranger chatting, because that's the most important thing, to get a community, to build a community and get some people that watch me. So I actually have some motivation to stream. Oh, that's where it is. I assume I'll be able to get through quite quickly. No, that's a long one. Go. Why do you even need to stop? You didn't even like too dangerous. Well, I assume there's a valid reason, but is it double lane here? I think so in this case. But yeah, I kind of want to learn how to use the how to use a map editor. That looks quite cool. So if anyone joins that has some experience using it, tell me how it is. Is it a steep learning curve, or is it actually quite easy? But from what I've seen, personally, it doesn't look too hard. It looks quite well just made, with not too much things you need to get through to do something simple like, I don't know, place a road. You can make them automatically connect and such. You can automatically place barriers and such things, and vegetation too. I've also watched a tutorial on how to make mountains. I assume it isn't like, well, they aren't like oh, I'm going too fast. Why can I only go 60? Don't understand though. What I want to say was that you're running a fuel. Oh yeah. That's. Oh, I hope 5 hours. No. Can I turn around somewhere and see if I turn around? This no. I don't think so. Wait. No. This point might just be better to tow and assume that there isn't gonna be anything. I don't. If we take that right on the bottom of the map, there's. Oh yeah. If we continue on. No, if we follow the road too. If we follow the road, that we will also get to a thingy, a gas station. Let me just turn on my headlights. It's my way of using my blinkers. Because I don't check the mirror, so I am a hazard. So it's valid to use it. Let's hope we get there. No, that's crazy. It's just a substantial vehicle wear, and we don't even have any damage. It's just because of the amount of damage I got on it, and I haven't even made any profit with it. Well, I assume I know. I think I would have made much more profit if I just kept doing quick jobs, because you pay much less for damage. I started by basically I did like 2 quick jobs, and then, well no, I think I did like 3, 4, 5, and then I took out a loan for this truck. So, and then I still only had like, I think it was a 50k loan. So I had like 2k left or something like that. So Oh, our fuel is running quite low. Let's hope we get there in time. Right. It isn't far. I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there. But it is getting very close. Oh, I see a viewer. So if you are in the bot, welcome. But I'm in a bot, just a glitch. YouTube tends to do that sometimes. Welcome to stream. I'll likely be streaming for a while. While usually means an hour or two, at least for me. Alright, we get there. We'll get there. Even if don't hold the gas pedal, even then we'll get there on time. That's some weird terrain. Right, I think. That right. Go on. Yeah, it's good. We almost ran out of fuel. And because there was no rest stop nearby, I really thought we would have to tow. So that's good. Okay. And now I miss it or something. Or my fuel runs out. E. Entree. So for whatever reason my buttons are in French. So I didn't do that on purpose. I don't know how I can change it, or if I can change it. It might just have to do with the type or brand of keyboard I have. Yep. Let's go. What was it? Did I get damage? I also can't sleep here because I am getting a little tired. But it might just be better to just sleep. Oh, I can sleep here, but I'm not going to. It might just be better to do it when it turns a little later because I just don't really like driving at night. So that way we can just skip the night. I think we'll do the next rest stop though, which is in 4 hours. We are getting quite tired to be honest, but tired is a little less important than fuel. First, well, from what I saw, you first just get tired. You get fines if police sees you tired, and you get a blinking thing. Well, they ain't really blinking, like zoning out, where most of the screen turns black, and then after a while you'll just fall asleep for a second. Which is kind of a realistic feature. Yeah, I like that they had that. I think it adds a little more diversity or something. If you are a real person, whoever is watching, please send a message so I know in the live chat. Or join the Discord. It's also good. My Discord is completely empty now and I have made one. It should be in the description. So if you want to check that out, you can get notified for streams or videos I make. Most of my videos likely will not be on EurotruckSimulator though. Or you can just chat with other people who watch my live streams. If more people join. That grain, yeah right. Glad police didn't see me speeding by 2 kilometers an hour or something. I don't know if they would fine for that, or if it just was because at that point I wasn't speeding that much. I was only at 181 or so. Are we on auto? No, we aren't on automatic drive. I think. No, we are. We were. Because now I'm pressing W. I'm just going uphill. Sometimes these textures do look a little weird. Now that I pay attention to it. I also wonder, do those things connect to anything? It's getting a little complicated here. Right. We could also just go to sleep there. I'm scared otherwise, but I don't know if we're able to get back properly. No, I don't think so. Unless like, if it's a double road, I'll think we'll go there. But otherwise I'll just keep on driving to the left. Is it double? Seeing people go to the right and I can go to the left. So let's do it. Let's take a little rest stop. I also wonder if there are any big do I, that's the exit, but exit for boring people. Where can I sleep? Is it over here? No, that's normal car parking, right? Where am I supposed to park? But I guess I'll just follow the thing on the map. Head there. Should be right ahead. Over here, can I sleep somewhere here? No? Not far enough? Weird. I also really like how there's so much oh no, that's just a normal road. I thought they added like a village or something over there in the distance, just for the detail. But that's just I don't know if it was a village, but there's definitely just a road there. So that makes sense that there could be something like a village. Can we park here? No. Oh, we can. Entree. Welcome, I see we're at 2 viewers again. I don't know, it's bugged. Well, we slept through the night. Oh, I've never heard that before. Cool. Let's turn on our lights. Oh, they aren't much. Or what? Oh, yeah. I thought so. I thought. Oh, they didn't much. But just because of the. Because I didn't have my car on. My truck. So, welcome if you're on a bot. Well, I also welcome bots, but it's a little boring. Oh, bots, they are just bugs. I assume. You're stuck somewhere, I think, without real? No, you aren't. Alright, trader was turned quite a lot. Should be able to go on the left. Also having a tiny bit of lag. Shut up, guys. And someone left. Well, I don't know if it was someone. Could have also been the YouTube viewer count bug. I know it's like a common bug, that's one. Or it's just something that I'm encountering locally on my phone. Or maybe it even is a feature of YouTube to motivate streamers. But I rather get demotivated because I think I have like three viewers at a certain point, and it turns out no one even clicked on my video in my life. And if I didn't know the glitch existed, it could also just give quite some demotivation, because you think there are like 3 or 4, maybe 4 if the glitch goes up that much, 4 people watching, I'm just saying something, and no one chats. You might think that no one likes your live stream, no one wants to chat. So it could also just be demotivating that way. But I don't know if they do it on purpose. The false view counts, or if it's just a bug in statistics, in the YouTube statistics, but I assume not. I think it's quite a little more reasonable to just assume that someone isn't going to watch half an hour of my stream and not chat, or even two people. Right. So our two goals for this video are to get more than 10 views, so more than 10 people click on it, and more, well, a person that I don't know, to have a person I don't know, so not Popski, or yeah, just not Popski, for that person to chat here, for someone else to chat here. Could also turn on the radio, but first of all, copyright stuff, I don't know how that all works and I don't want to risk it. And second of all, it's just quite bad. You don't turn on Radio Center, but you know, everyone knows. Oh, I can go faster. I didn't notice. So for the map editor, I was thinking about or doing my hometown, the roads around there, or doing something, that's the final goal, of course, that isn't the first goal. That's something I want to learn to make. I think it's quite reasonable to assume that I'm not going to be able to do it day one, or at least not properly. I still need to get used to some things, look some things up before I can actually start making a proper map. But so I already said something around my hometown, the roads there, just because I know those from just seeing them. Or around Austria, or how's it called? I just forget the name. Small country in the middle of Europe, Switzerland. That's the one with the red background and white cross, right? Austria, Switzerland. I want to kind of do a road that goes in the mountains or through the mountains. Well, in. With it, I mean one of those roads. Why do I need to go? Huh? What? Why do I need to turn around? What is that? Why? That's weird. What? Was it going the wrong direction? How is it sending me? Oh. Sending me on a road that I have been on there. That's weird. It's just sending me back. What is that? Right. Let's just follow whatever the GPS says. We'll get there eventually, some way or another. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Yes, good boy. Also don't hurt my truck while I'm driving on there. Damage, I mean. Hurt. So yeah, I kinda like how just the nature and the scenery on those smaller roads through the mountains. And it's something that I've driven, well, not personally, but driven through quite a lot, for sure, when I was younger. And I actually didn't really like it that much when I was younger. It's just kind of boring mainly. But sometimes if there was a cool view, even for young me, I would like it. I think we're just going back. What's it on the right? Huh? What is this? Some kind of lights. Loki should have just slept there, but the mornings are actually kinda almost over. What would happen if I click biggest fans? Is that through all my streams or only this one? Hmm. I don't know, it doesn't show anything. Only two people have chatted here. My friend, of course, and then me. Unless I missed something, but I think the chances are low. Yeah, this one. But the thing with Austria and Switzerland, what is it? Oh, this planes, right? The plane, cool. Is the lighting realistic? Like the lighting in front of them? Is the dead visible? Okay. Um. So I think about problem with Switzerland and Austria making that. Well, from my non-professional view, I haven't really used it much. I don't know what's easiest. It's, um, it might just be a little difficult to create all the scenery in the mountains. I also don't know how you're supposed to do that, like on scale, because I know it is 1 in 16 and you need to fit it somewhere on the map. Well, 1 kilometer IRL, I mean this game is 16 kilometers IRL. So I'm not entirely sure how that is done. How you if you want to make quite a realistic and correct, the corners and such, and you want to make that, how do you connect it to the rest of the roads and make it be good scale wise? So that's something I'll definitely have to see for sure with well, both actually. If I'll do around my hometown, it is basically the same. But I just think Austria or Switzerland just looks a little cooler. I've already been looking around a little on Google Maps. I know it isn't the best strategy to instead of learning, start looking at what you could make, dreaming of what you can make. I actually didn't find that much good things. I kind of want to make it based around the winter. Well, not winter because I know that the game takes place in summer. But when you get a little higher, you can also have a little snow around the summer, right? Or I'm just dumb and that doesn't happen. But then that's sadly enough my own stupidity to add snow to a map. I also know there isn't that much snow textures in the game. I saw there were 2 snowy roads, which are both from the Christmas event, and then like 15 snow related textures. With I think the textures aren't that bad, but there aren't that many different roads with snow. I also don't know if the snowy roads have any different properties. Normally it does, right? And that could be a problem because I don't know if you can manually add the properties to the roads. I don't know, take a double road, because I don't know if the double road even exists in Winter Wonderland. I think there are not that many different ones. So if you take a road, not a winter road, can you just add the texture from the snow onto it and then change the properties so it has less, I think, friction, so braking takes longer? Or can you just not do that as a non-dev? I also though was kind of wondering if people that make maps usually import new assets made in Blender to EurotruckSimulator for their maps, or if they usually just use the existing assets, because I know there is quite a library of assets to use, quite a diversity. So take for example, I know if you have like a landmark, I assume that you are going to try to make a landmark, but if you for example have a gas station or just roads typical to the, I mean houses or buildings typical to the environment, do you usually use Blender or um, just use the in-game models? Because I also know they have kind of style to use a little depth and then add a image behind it to give the perception of there being. I also think some buildings actually have interior, like the gas station, shop and such. But I think most just are just rooms with images, PNGs in it, or I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but that's how I observed it. I didn't check them out in the editor. I only tested the roads and looked a little at the different textures. Tried playing a little, but it wasn't long. I think 30 minutes or so. Then I went to watch a movie. So I haven't had that much time to check it out. Today is the first day I've checked it out, and I think yesterday I watched like one or two tutorials, but uh, most of them weren't really fully watched, and I was kind of tired, so I only remember like half of it now. It was in the evening at like 11 p.m. after 11 p.m. Do I need to get off here? I what? It doesn't even appear on the map that I can get off. Yes. No. Well, that surprised me that I didn't cause any damage. Hmm. I won't complain. I'm not gonna complain here. Let's keep it damage free so we can get out of the debt and make some money. Money, money, money. I also really like the detail of graffiti on the under bridges. It doesn't look the most beautiful usually, but it does give a realistic view. And this game also is one of the only games where having bad NPCs actually isn't bad. You know, if some NPCs make dumb mistakes or do dumb things, they aren't blamed on the NPC. Well, they aren't blamed on the bad AI. People can just say, it is realistic to how it is in real life. So it basically just gives them an excuse to not improve the AI. I would really like to just see a summer winter cycle. I don't need like the 4 seasons. Of course that would be cool, but I think it might be a little too difficult to adjust the map for every season, because you need more snow and you need snowy in the winter. Not all trees still have their leaves. Those are all things that need to be changed in the winter, and of course snow and ice. But I don't know. That's why I think 4 seasons would be a little too optimistic. You would need difference between the seasons, and difference would mostly be done, I think, visually. So with how the map looks, and I think that would just be a little too difficult to implement. The only thing that would be not per se easy, but if it's done, would just be making trees that change based on the season. So you could just let them go through 4 cycles, um, and if you have remodeled all of the trees, then you can just make them do that automatically. Well, I don't know if that's practically easy, but can I just go through? It's quite wide here. that's good. That's tall, right? Tall on the map though. Not any. No? Okay. We are heading to Poland. Think we're doing a different Poland? Oh, I see toll further up. So that sucks. I hope it is toll where you can just drive through and don't need to stop. Because, I apologize. Because, is it even toll on our side? It seems like it just goes past. No, no. We also stole. I don't see it. Put my headlights on. Let's take this left one. Yeah, that sucks. Now we need to brake and all. Now I need to get it back to speed in seconds. Did I? Yes. So I don't know if anyone real already joined, or that were all fakes. Not really fakes, just glitches. And 80, no, it says 70. So, isn't it? Are the main roads here 70? I bet I see a sign there. Does that say 80? That says end. Does it mean I can go 80 or 90? 80. Now it's already getting boring. I'm happy I didn't sleep. Well, kinda. I am tired though, but I can just sleep after I arrive, so it doesn't count towards my shop hours. I also have my hazard lights on. I forgot. I think I once did a delivery with my hazard lights on the whole time. I didn't know how to turn them off. And I just see, I don't know if, I thought they were on by default, but to be honest, is it like one of those animal tunnel things where they can get over the road without getting killed by truck? They can get back to their environment? Or am I just wrong? Straight up wrong. We're us going too fast, we're paying attention. I'm kinda tired. Should have slept a little more yesterday instead of watching map editor tutorials. It wasn't that late. I think I went to sleep at 11:30 p.m. I usually go to sleep somewhere between 10 and 11. What does sound? What is that? That kind of sounds like some kind of boat horn. You guys hear that? It's weird. I don't think it's outside, but for me, I heard some kind of horn. Am I tripping? I don't know. I hear this horn. Yeah, I think those are like those animal bridge things where animals can pass over so they don't become roadkill. So they can safely get through their territories. I do really wonder, couldn't just predators, I don't know, hunt on the bridge or something like that? just camp at the bridge, and any I forgot the words, the opposite of predator, any prey can just be easily caught. Am I the only one hearing that horn ding? I'm going way too fast. I do think there's some kind. Is there water to the left? I see some kind of crane. I don't know. Don't show anything on the map, but I don't even think water shows on the map. Besides then the big waters. I hope I can go. Yes, I see the sign. I wasn't entirely sure of it. Makes sense. Let's say that at the top. Cash and Goldwokta. 25. So, well, a whole instruction sign being there. It's sometimes kind of weird to imagine that you basically just there is no environment around here. It's just a line and with scenery as far as you can see. You know, little hills blocking the view, so they don't need to render too much. You know, of course, the hills can also just be part of the landscape, and then I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes they seem to do quite a lot of valleys and such passing through. And in this case, of course, it is just an intersection, so and a bridge and such. So it makes sense that you would be able to see to the left and the right fully because there's road there. We're almost there also. We went quite fast. Almost. Dead quite fast. No! We were doing perfectly. No damage, no fines. And then that. I'll take it. Like, I think this is one of our most successful rides. I'll also need to see if my stream isn't lagging behind. Because, well, not for you guys, but I kinda do need to be able to see if I'm still broadcasting. I can go to the right. No. Because the lag could make it that it's sitting behind like half a minute or so, so any problems with the stream I won't be able to see that quickly like even if the stream turned off right now, it will still take like over 15 seconds for you guys to actually notice that. Oh, I wasn't really checking my mirrors. Yeah, I just used my warning signal. The signal left and right. Hopefully, I don't even know it really helps. For sure, for a case like that. And I usually do it quite late. Oh, warning! Don't pass me! Don't pass me! Stop! Oh, I'm going too fast. I don't think even the cars can go that fast. It's quite the industrial area here. I haven't been here yet, judging by the yellow lines. What brand is that? What the I know. Does that mean something like driver or something? What, or did I say voiture? But voiture is car or vehicle. So assume voiturer or something like that is driver or truck driver. let's see, I assume 90 XP, no, I'm not gonna do that. I do wonder how the XP things are decided, because I don't see much of a difference usually. I think I've already parked here. I didn't have it on my map. I remember having quite a difficulty with a similar, or it just might be that they reused this one, this garage, well, they into the garage, truck depot, something like that. Can you get better than excellent? 10.7k, that doesn't solve, well, 3k more. I'm gonna do some kind of training if I, do I need like 2 skill points for that? If I want to do, no, like that. Can I pick which one? No, right? Oh, I can. So what do you have to pick, like class 6 or class 8? This one, I can just do that. Alright, I thought it was like based on I forgot what I was talking about, sorry. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen much of that 23k profit. Oh yeah, I already know why I couldn't assign a driver. Assume that's because I'm in debt. Yes, your account is overdrawn. You got some credit balance. Could also, you know, still need to do 35 in-game days to pay off. Oh, it was 100k. And then I need to pay off 50k or so. Is that what I mean? Well, I don't need much. I could buy a garage, but oh yeah. Let's just do a little thing. I'm gonna quit. Yes. And then give it a second. Steam. And what's that? No, oh no. No, I'm not going to change it. I am going to change something. I'm gonna browse. Well, I don't know if I can show that. Wait. Gotta be careful with files and such. Can I give it a lock? Or make it invisible? You guys, I'm gonna see if you guys can still see what I see. And if not, then well, I gotta wait for it to load and see if I am. No, I am live, looking live at it. So let's see. Yes, the screen is black. So I'll be back soon. I just need to do a little thing. I'm going. Well, let's also check if the sound works. Test for sound. Yes, sound works. All right. So I just gotta open the editor, but for whatever reason I created a shortcut on the home page, but it doesn't show. So I'll have to select it in the files. Continue. Alright, I think I'll close up the files and then you guys can rejoin. I also don't want to have it open for too long, since in that case it could be that that becomes the stream thumbnail and we don't want that, of course. These games are games that were free at a certain point. This one I bought, and so it's quite fun, but I have not played in quite a while actually. So are there trading cards here? How do I get those? I want them all. I like rare ones. Cool. That's all made though. Oh, those are actually quite well made. I think the Planet Zoo ones are a little more boring. They are just pictures of animals in a habitat. That kind of looks AI. No wrong? It stares too much and the sound doesn't match up. And they usually have, I don't know, wait. Is that AI? That's quite a low resolution, but I think at such point it would notice already. How did it jump out? And it's also kind of suspicious that they have a camera in hand and that they were recording the deer. If it would be like a trail cam, I would understand. And why did they put it there? Where is it standing on? I don't know. I think AI would be quicker to show somewhere where it basically starts by jumping out. I think, how long is it? Yes, 15 seconds. I assume that's AI then. Usually that's a trick for seeing AI, if something's AI. If something is AI, those videos usually are 5, 10 or 15 seconds long. Um, that just has to do with how they are made. So I think it's like 90% certain that's AI, but it's getting scary how realistic it is. So yes, that's what I want to do. I want to check this out. Um, First I gotta check out how I even do this. Like, well, let's first pick a road. Let's not do a bridge. I think it's better if I just do it like that, so you can see what I'm selecting. So how does bridge look? Which is bridge? That just looks normal, kinda. Assume it's, yeah. I assume it just has to do with the fact that the texture for the bridge, and that can be used as a bridge. I think if you, what are those names though? And what is that no meta thing on the image? Well, let's do a. Also, why do they put it there? Do not use roads. It actually looks kind of cool. It's like a off-road kind of map. A road, I mean. My screen. After 1 hour of streaming, I get like a notification like, you need to take a break. What would be? Why would the inverse road be used? That's rails. We don't need rails. Well, it could be cool. But we aren't going to do that. We're just going to do a Italian one-way roads. Oh, let's see if they got anti-Belgian. BE. IBE. No, I don't think that's what you're looking for, right? Or are we? No, I don't know. So let's see, normally, yes, it is that. So broad shader. Now we gotta pick some kind of shader. I actually think this one didn't look too bad, but I kinda wanna go a little wild. Is that all? This one, it's kinda hard to see which. What's the difference here? Oh, this one's for Christmas, I think. I think this one's the default. What is that effect? Those are the properties. Can I not see? Is there a difference between this one? Different one, no, right? Effect stays the same. It's just that it's a road. Is that the effect? So let's do. What's the difference? Why is it? Mm, yeah, so let's just take this one. I also kind of need to clean this up. And then it should be good. Yes. And then central shader, but which one do I have now? I have this one, so it has no center, right? I think that's the thing in the middle, right? I say a lot of right. So I think I'm going to add it in first, and then we can do the side things if we want to, of course. Well, we want to. What is that for thing to say? So let's select this. Oh, it's loading. And then so we have no center. That would do nothing, I think. It's also kind of cool how there are so much options here. You have no AI vehicles, no boundary. Oh, that means you can go off the roads. Oh, that's also cool. Switch. Okay. UK. Oh, secret roads. Oh, what's DLC? Ah, so you. Oh, I'm saying a lot of oh, but I think this just means that if you say, for example, this road goes to the Iberia, or to the north, um, then you can make it so people cannot access it if they don't have the DLC. But that's also cool. So, terrain size. If I put this to 200, does that mean it gets wider? Yes. Let's keep it at 80. Also, I'm going to turn my own light on. It's getting a little dark. It isn't that dark. As you can see, it's 4. I also will need to charge my laptop in a minute, but I am charging my phone right now. I use the same charger for that. I bet I could do that, so so we'll use some vegetation, but I think the best way to just see vegetation is to have it in front of you. So let's see, corn. Doesn't look that good, right? Thank you. Guess it also kind of just looks like there's a shadow here with the texture of the grass. You know, it isn't bad or anything, but not. Well, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just experimental a little, but I also don't think I really can watch any tutorials on stream. I don't know how that works. If I would put it in the description now, if YouTube that's allowed technically, and also if someone would actually do something. So I don't really like corn. Let's see what we sunflowers. Is it 3D? It should be, right? Oh, I changed it. Sun. There's a lot of options. Oh, it's only, is that what style? There's like the texture for the ground, right? If I close this and then go see. Oh, why does it change if I get near? Oh, I assume that's to avoid if you're like on the road and you're next to it, that you should be in the distance. I think that's why, or is it because I get too low? I'm not entirely sure. No, I don't think it's because I get too low. I think it just has to do with that it would look good if something would stick out and would really be yellow. I think in the distance you don't really see that it isn't supposed to. I also want to try the models. Also my laptop is actually a little bit too small for it. So height, I have also tested this one out. Can I, well, how can I see the notes? This, no. Is it another one? Is it node properties? No. Like the nodes, the vertices. Vertices. I don't really understand. I saw someone I know it's supposed to. I saw someone tutorial say that it gets bigger, but I don't know why it is. Why is it? Why does it do this? Also, scrolling is a little weird. I like scroll, and it doesn't always do the same. It doesn't always scroll the same amount. Can I not exit this? And close it. Traffic tool. Okay. And it's like vegetation. No. How do I big screen? I don't know. I thought it was like the eyedropper thing where you can see which terrain you're hovering over, but I guess not. Still quite a lot of features, but I think it's one of the things that you can get under control if you just look a little model. And if I do like this, oh no, wait, how can I select model? Plus, oh, what is that? What is the diplet doing? That was kind of cringe, but what is that base? Kinda want to check that out. Let's go see. Why does it have a base even? Like, does it matter? It isn't because like has physics or something, right? Also, why don't the windows have depth? Thought they, or is it really the illusion that the windows are 3D? I really thought there was something sticking out here. Like, if you look at it like this, you would think that the windows would be a little back. And I think that's what usually happens with windows. Yes, also there's a non-true reflection, like you see, I don't see a house behind me. So it creates the illusion of a reflection. It's just random image that reflects. Why is it a random road? Is that an ETS? Yeah, right. I don't know. I'll cut off the microphone for a sec. Well, I don't know. I think my parents are coming down just for privacy reasons. But if they come in my room, you know, for obvious reasons, I'll just cut the mic for a sec. But let's see. I normally shouldn't, but there'll be a reason for them to come in here. So can I remove this? Why did it say delete and I can't delete? Oh, plus, and then let's select the building, or a model. That isn't the model. Oh yeah, I thought it was because it said road. Look how many models there are. Like, you can just keep on scrolling. How did I possibly make this? I'm going to cut the mic for a sec, just privacy reasons. I'll be scrolling, but the alternative on a second. I think I can turn on the mic again. Oh, so I've seen a couple of oh, it cycles. It cycles through the possible colors. It's kind of irritating. No, I don't know. It changes, makes it a little harder. I was really wondering, is it all hand modeled? Like, there's so many things. Well, of course you have an arrow. I don't know. I'll find something. Well, anti-tank barrier. What is that used? Well, I know it's like historically, but still. But you know, things like this thing which looks like it takes a week. Well, no, a week might be a little overstatement, but at least a couple of hours to model. We got adverts. What is the very first one? Mid farming machinery. What? Why doesn't it? You have it like A. It starts as A over a this one, but it A B C D F G A B C. I sometimes forget. It's my bad. It is over here. It is in C D E G M V A B C D E F G. I can't say it in English. My apologies. What is this? I hope no one ever finds this. Me not being able to say the alphabet. I know it, but it's with English, of course. Oh, and even as is it only color-wise? No. Also, what? So they why can't I use it? No, I assume it's laggy. I don't know. I think it uses too many vertices. So There are more. What? There are like variations to some things? Or is it only those first ones? No, you have long and short. This one's just cut up, but that's kinda crazy. Now you got the different ads. Bibliothèque. Let de vache. Sound blank. Sometimes in this game, speaking a little bit of French can have its advantages. What's the last one? Will the last ones be? No, these ones are Brückenstrassen. How did the employees keep track of these assets? Like, couldn't they just make it German building 15 or so? What's a viaduct shop? Viaduct. I'm just lost on the words. I forgot the name. What it meant. So is it actually 3D? No, it isn't. Right? No. It's crazy how they do such a good job at making things look 3D, but it kind of ruins the illusion though. Crime Tower. Like they didn't just X do not use, X do not. I don't really understand why it's in the game though, if I can't use them. White goods. I was thinking, yeah, why is it called white goods? It's just a washing machine. Huh? Also, why do they need that? Are there any? Is there even anywhere where it's modeled? Where like you have a fridge? This game is quite crazy actually. Xmas. Also, how do they combine maps? Like, are the maps public? Can anyone access them? And could I just use DLC map and I don't know, use it? Or isn't that allowed? Well, it has a little 3D here, right? It is 3D, so it might be that not everything isn't 3D. These windows are also 3D. Well, I mean the window hanging thing. So not everything isn't 3D. I thought for a second. Wait, I have turned the mic on, right? Yes. I had a sec for a second. What is the LOD? LOD from. Wait, is there a difference? I think it has to do with the amount of, yeah, how far away it is. That is quite crazy. Like, and I still know at a certain point I'll be like, how few assets are there? I can't find it. Well, if I ever continue. This is quite a detailed model. Tool the sheesh. A tower that's like a tower controlled in for the. We are the vehicles, I guess. This is just such a cool thing to see, like generally. Pipes. Of course, they aren't all crazy things like this, but even here, you got the corner. They must have taken a while still. That's specific. Pipe stack, you got the LED. So it becomes less detailed from this when you want from distance. What's those numbers for? Is this those? I hope those are. Oh, can I move? Why can't I move? It goes to loading. But what does that no meta mean? I do wonder. I might need to read a little or ask a little. Oh, there is a little bit of 3D. Wait. So what? Thought they I think it's like they stick out a couple of things to give the illusion. They are very good at doing things like this. It seems like making 2D. Well, I think it's like something most companies are no, I know people know to do when in the field, but just still just interesting to look at how they managed to pull this off. Like this looks like it isn't stacked. Well, not probably. It looks quite well, but I think because there are a couple of things sticking out, it gives out the illusion that the other things also aren't perfectly. Well, I think they aren't. There's an actual difference between the ones not sticking out. Yes. Oh, or is that just because that one is sticking out? No, you got the one right to it, not and that one. No, that's just part of the asset, I think. Oh, they do like a black box, I think, to give the illusion that those are sticking out a little, and then they do stick out a couple. I might also just be over analyzing it, but I think they do a very well job at giving off the illusion that some things are. I also want to see the plane. Some things are 3D when they are not. And this isn't all the assets. You got the roads, the signs, the vegetation. Is it normal for a game to have this much assets? This much different assets? Get team. Belgacom. That I think that's from Belgium. I'm not entirely sure. Well, Belga, I don't know. It sounds like it comes from Poland when I see the text. Oh, let's build something instead of. Well, I gotta see which one I want to. What is this? What? How does this work? Oh, huh? I thought it was standing upright, and that's why I was like, "Yo, that's funny." I was looking at it the wrong way. Oh, I thought it was a crane. From up here, it looked like a crane. Oh, what's that? It's like the directions. What is that? That is from where it opens. That's just cool thing. Could you change that? Can I change that? Or is it just yo? Now I gotta use it though. Can I go Firefox? I don't really wanna, leak anything. Well, but I just wanna be careful with not showing too much personal stuff. I don't use Firefox, so it basically just is a browser an empty browser. I think if I do VPN tactics, to go on the VPN or something like that. Yeah, I think YouTube. There was like UTP. Yeah, it's quite complicated. It's from a while ago. What I want to search. Documentation ETS2 map modding. So I'm not gonna look at these. It's just because I also kind of hate how the YouTube video thing when I search something up on YouTube or even like this, you don't get. You also get a lot of things like this. Oh, that's mods, but it is way worse when you look it up on YouTube and you have a ton of unrelated things. Like half of the search results are things like, you might like this. Like, I don't search for it. If I like it, if I want to search for something that I might like, I'll. Oh, that's also cool. I might look at that later. If I want to look at something, um, if I want to see if there is a cool video, if I don't know what to watch, then I'll go to the home page and I look there. I won't search up map modding to get the Mr. Beast video. Secret imbecile. Imbecile is a swear word, right? Well, not in like, oh, it's swear word, but I don't know. In a hurry. No, we're gonna have a look. So, creating a simple map. Let's have a look. The next step in map building is to decorate your map with convincing details. We've introduced this. I kinda need to go to the toilet. Give me 1 second. In the meantime, you can read this. Well, no one reads it because no one watched my video. Well, I'm first going to have a look if someone actually watched. If we have had any views. But why did my phone install new apps? I didn't ask for that. I still have it open, that's good. And then I'll go to the toilet real quick. No, that's important, of course. Let's see. I also kind of wonder what the 3 views. It has been worse. So I had 2 viewers. Oh, I think I actually saw those popping up. So it wasn't a bug, I think. At a certain, they are very close to each other, and you know, people that watch for less than a minute. Alright, I'll go to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. Won't be long. 1 second. It might be best to just turn off my mic. Back already. So I have noticed that because I've closed off YouTube that I need to open it up real quick on my phone, and then we'll be back. Well, I'll be back. I'll be back. I don't know, some guy says that right. We are at 1.5 hour right now. Think we'll go to about 2 hours, and then I turned off my phone. Then I'll do a little map modding myself, or do something else. Still have a couple of things I can do. Oh, I see 2 viewers. Welcome. So right now I'm just trying to learn a little bit of map modding. So I'm just reading myself in. I definitely am not someone who has a lot of experience. So if you have done that, let me know something and give me a little tip or two. Will always be appreciated. Not a tip in way of money tip in way of extra information. The next step in map building is to decorate your map with convincing details. Well, the person is already gone. We've introduced this topic already with properties of road segments. We've seen how procedural vegetation can be generated to populate the sides of roads with trees, bushes, flowers, etc. And we've seen how materials can be selected to give the terrain each side of the road a distinctive look. Now take a closer look at the cool set dressing available in the map editor. Types of objects you can place on your terrain to make a believable world. There are three main types you'll be using to decorate your map. Prefabs, models and buildings. So I have tested out the models. Are there separate buildings? If I look at this, I have a building open. Does it say building? Yeah, oh, it's something different. There's a little less, judging by, it's like textures and such. There's smaller buildings. I think that I've seen those on the side of the roads already. But mainly like hedges and edges, not actual buildings. They got it messed up. It's needing to load a little. Wait. Do not use popular trees bald curve set to low poly voltage. I don't know. I don't really understand why they would put it in there if you can't use it, but I don't know how that works. I also can just open up on my life. Bet meme meat meme is so. What kind of thumbnail is it? I don't really like that guy, but not gonna go into politics, of course. Well, he has had some more valid opinions recently, but usually nothing too valid. So did someone actually join? No, it was me who went away. But I know it's updated already. If that already shows. Why can't I do it anymore? Even before I start the stream. Kinda want to test that out. Well, now. I was scared for a second. I closed it. My concentration isn't that bad usually. Good. So we've already worked with prefabs in the form of road intersections. Wait. Let's go back because I have not worked with prefabs. That's not. Whoa. I don't know how GitHub things work. Oh. Would that one be better? I also think it's a little more recent. Oh, I think it's like the official map modding thing. Next. I'm gonna go like this. So yeah, it goes over everything. So I can see that myself. What's different lines of models used to decorate? So that's decoration. Invisible. Is it invisible? No, it's right. It's right. I read it wrong. I think. Performance. Plane. Is that isn't like a plane like something in the sky, right? That's like type of model, if I'm right. Oh, animated things. Animals? Now I gotta check. Where's the model? We first gotta go find the model, and then it's the next one beside the model. That's overlay, right? Oh, wrong tab. Mover, no. Mover. Do not use. Oh, why are there so many moving things? Longhorn bull. I haven't even seen a single animal in this game. Even what? Invalid. Huh?
Is that how you describe someone with a mobility issue? Invalid? Huh? I thought. Oh yeah, it can be. It's kind of weird way to say. Well, not saying to the people who made it, like if it's invalid, it's invalid. If that's the name, but it kind of just sounds like you are not valid. I think it's right. I don't know. Mountain code. I really, if I ever make a mountain map, I gotta put a mountain code in it. Why is there no? Is it only idle? Are there no other mountain? I have never seen them move the police. Portal Xmas. Raceman. Hi, Raceman. I really like. Why didn't they put it as variants though? Or is it like different? And no, they well, you could put them as a. That ain't really high res. Why would they use that? Like it is too low resolution for the game. Oh, this and it would be too small if you put it far away. It would be too small to see, or you would have to size it up, but then would it be realistic? And if you would put it nearby, it would be too. It would show too much that it isn't is so low poly. So Rainier does look what? I think that's because it's from the new map. I think that's why it's so realistic. Why it looks so good. I think it's oh, so cool. Yum yum yum. I think I saw that one in the I do wonder why the different animations aren't different variants, but because this is the same guy, right? There's quite a cake. Quite a cake on the back here. The whole factory. Cake factory. No, that was a funny joke. I think people say something like factory or something when someone has a cake, but you know, I think I don't really get the joke. Why are there two? Why not one? Why is that a variant? I do really like dogs. I should put one like at a door or something. Well, I'm looking a lot at the models, but not doing much myself. Why Skateman doesn't exist? Skateman, no. Table? Oh, at a table. I assume it isn't like waves. Okay. Fast. Well, that's much of a difference when I can't see the waves. I don't know if if I can play it. Xmas. Yacht. Yacht. I think this one's from new one too, right? I was quite surprised when I saw the zipline. I don't know if it's from the new one, if it's really new, but I think it's in the new DLC. I do oh, they live different looks. That's good. I want to say I do kind of dislike how there are not that many variants if there's only one person. Oh, that is some same person with different clothes. And does it stick through the hair, or is it just no? It's just a little helmet we know. Yeah, that's on the other side too. Oh, and also the detail of like a redder knee. Oh, this goes through. Why didn't they? Well, I'm looking at it. Let's not. I look like a weird guy trying to do that, but this one goes through it. This one doesn't. Why? Couldn't they just copy your legs? Oh no. Oh yeah, that makes sense. They yeah. Well, that's even more realistic. That our legs wouldn't be at the same height. Of course, if you're sitting at somewhere, if you're hanging, you're well, not that way of hanging, but hanging somewhere. Um, this one also is kind of realistic. If you're hanging somewhere, your legs won't be 100% at the same height. That's cool though. Horse. I love horses. Well, no. Well, yes, but we had the heron. The heron was also a model. Are they all just models too? Just normal models. If I look at my mountain goats. Oh, oh, the mountains are really models. Well, it makes it even easier. Whoa. I thought they were, well, on one side it makes it easier, but on the other side that means it might be kind of hard to make a mountain in, but you get so many that you wouldn't even need to make one. Well, no, there aren't that many. It does seem like there are no mountain goats. Quite colorful, sir. It's a French mountain. I don't know, but I remember this one. I don't know. No, I think it's because it's so warped like this. No, I think no, it's just some random rock I'm confusing it with. I think this is bigger than I think. It is just a little mountain go. No, they don't exist in model. Or a horse? Or might be like a horse carriage or something. No, they statue. You got them in iron and in bronze, but I don't think that they don't really have any physical difference. They're just, well, physical. They don't change shape or something. Also, if I change, no, it doesn't change there. I think platina does look the best. And then you got the horse trailer, sawhorse. What's that? I think I saw that one of the garages. Huh? I don't really see it. What am I supposed to see? Oh, oh, like that. That's for the far distance. Got the cows. Who? Like I can barely distinguish. That might be a little bit because of the lighting, but it's hard to. No, it isn't because of the lighting. It's just weird. You also got that top that kind of gives away that they aren't real well. At this distance, it might, but I don't. This one is just isn't that good. Are those cows? That's a horse, right? Well, is there like naming for the age for the horse? I don't know. Oh, the herd is just all the different horses together. It does make a lot of. I think this one's a hard one that I couldn't properly see, but when in a herd, it does make a lot more sense. You know, you won't pay a lot of attention to it. Oh, this. Why are they used? Is it like a training device? I know they exist. Like I've seen it being used, but well, not IRL on videos. Also, do this as chalk? No, right? No. But I know back in the day, I don't know how far actually, but that people used to use like donkeys spinning around to crush grain and such, but you know they aren't attached to anything. So it's like an exercise thing or like a discipline thing. Well, not really discipline, but like an like a way of to make them used to walking a lot or and just working a lot. Not have them be bored. These are different though. They aren't the same horse. They have like the dick paws. I don't know. It's called who? How do you call those things here? It's hoof in Dutch. Those things. The bottom of their foot. The paw. Well, it's just a paw actually. Paw. Their hoof. I think it's just a hoof, right? Oh, you got different. Whoa. You got the from 40, 80, 120. Oh, those things don't look that good. The wheels. Yeah, there's a lot more detail here. It's rounder, I think, from closer by. I don't think. Does the image quality change? Yes. But why does it? Does a lower. Well. Oh. I wasn't aware that the lower. I don't know. I just didn't think about the fact that it makes sense, of course, but I didn't think much about the fact that a lower resolution. What is the difference? Oh, like that. I didn't think about that they would make a difference. Creamy. Lekker. Lekker. That's my apologies. Yummy. Wow. I really need to focus, I think. I haven't really read much. Oh, that's the wrong one. Well, we can see if I haven't been paying much attention to the reviews. No one watched. So trigger. To run item with 2 or more points at a fight. I should low-key just look at that myself. If I want to see that, I'll hook up. A lot of all of the things I can even use. Mover out. That's the academy one. Yes. That's like different versions for the academy. Are those? No, they aren't all. I thought it was like Santa Slay. You got the building. It could ask you do all, but it's a little. Why? How do you even fight something here? Like I need yes, this perfect. Or I need what? What does it even mean? What is ACP? How is it used? I don't think it's supposed to be used like I think it's supposed to be used as a something that's selected. I don't think it's you should use it as a something extra, like something that you put down. But I'm not entirely sure. It's a lot of things though. A little less than the models, but I can still scroll for quite a while. Shoulder. I don't know. My English vocabulary ain't crazy. Crazy good, I mean. Curve model. Huh? Are those models with just curves in it? Like curved grass? No, right? No, this doesn't look much curved to me. Huh? Does it have to do with the fact that it isn't a full model? Yes, I think it has to do with that. It's something with that. Well, if I look at it like that, no. I thought it was like with the direction. Some things just don't load. Well, it's a lot of things. This is the 3D, but I think it has to do with the fact that only a part of it is fully, like I think there's, no, there isn't a gap there. Power line, whatever it's, yes, I think it's that. From over here it looks much better than this from this side, right? I don't know. Baguette from your neighborhoods, what? But these things I don't understand then. What is, oh, is it just the fact that the bottom isn't properly, that there is a bottom? Conveyor, what's a conveyor? I really think it has something to do with that, with the fact that not everything is made. That's like a single PNG, but the other thing I found the single PNG in the other ones too. So that this seems, oh no, it isn't fully complete. Oh, quite detailed. So I think it's things that are supposed to be looked at from a certain perspective. Cool. Um, I think it's something if I would add something that I need to add. So, did oh no, I thought I had mountains looked up or something because of that. Are they supposed to load in or have they just okay? That isn't a lot. That's like from the far distance of I guess. What is that? Oh, it's like an image of a landscape. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Looks okay. I can understand if that's used. So is it fully 3D though? No, the back's missing. But it goes up though. I would think for like far distance, it would be like a PNG. But even this is, well, the vegetation isn't really that's thing. Like I think for, well, I don't know if the models for mountains have vegetation, but I think most close by ones do have vegetation on it. This is also in the lot. Test, do not use. Yeah, I'm gonna use it, Loki. They just want me to not use it. I've seen that one. Mover, I've seen overlay. That's like, oh, that could also be useful. Like you have all different. I don't know how you're supposed to search it that like though. Like T, well, UK means UK, I assume, not Ukraine. And why do they have like 20 slots? What's more? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 25, 28 slots. If I didn't count wrong. No, that's 4. That's 4. That's like 23 slots then. Prefab. That's I think. What's a power plant? What's that? Huh? How does that work? Oh, that's a whole. That isn't a small building. That's really a full thing. And I think the exits and such and the you've also got those. I thought it would only be these things, not a like a hotel. Well, I don't know what this is. Yes. Oh, and that's parking spaces are like cool. I gotta say, bro, devs did put a lot of work into this. This isn't just a 5-minute game. Well, most big games are. Well, games like Schedule 1 and such, they aren't of course 5-minute game, but it's like small team made, I don't know, 3 months or so. Well, I think that might be an assumption. I don't know, might be a little more. I don't know. I said a lot of I don't know. Sorry. What's IB though? I've seen a lot of IB pop up. Not only here, but I think with the ropes too. So you got the roped edges, but those things are like supposed for adding things. What is it? It's all those just well, semaphores, I guess. A barrier. No, there are like things that can give fights and like move. I don't know why isn't it in move then? Mover. Sidewalk, yeah, that's like materials. That's a lot of science too. Look at that. Look at that. I can keep scrolling. But I gotta log in, bro. But I wanna see them all first. I really thought it would be like something where I'm gonna be. It looks like a lot. I need to scroll a little while, but it isn't much when you look at it. Well, not that much. When you really need. Well, I don't know if you really need it. You aren't gonna find this, even with 7 billion assets in here. But there's all signs. I don't know how you're supposed to find something. What are the Belgian signs? 2 only? 2? Didn't put a lot of work in that. I see why the Benelux update is coming. What is this? What? Is it like... Huh? Well, I think I kind of understand. It's like supposed to be... Like, say you got a 3 hills, and then you can generate something on it. And then you got hills. So it didn't really mean fields not on there. Sometimes also kind of funny with the descriptions. Why did it jump? Oh, it all jumps like that. What? That's like, what's drainage? So I think that's like made for how... Yeah, I think I kind of understand, but I'm not sure. And I also wouldn't know how to use it. Definitely not. That's the thing. When I... Okay. This is the same? No. Okay. Why is it in Sva Nahuru Mirni? It doesn't like sound like English. And this is also, well, might be a name for country, but that wasn't one. This is like a group of trees. Okay. Olives. Well, that's very far scattered. It's a single brush. Shrub. Special meat. That's a little more, but far scattered, it's just a single one. That's a little few. It does look better in the image. I think when you start to turn it around a little. Is it like a PNG that follows my screen? You look at it from the top. Yes, it is. I was right about the trees. But it works. You really don't get the feeling that, well, unless you really pay attention to it, that it is turning towards you. Why are there trees standing on top of trees? It's just a long tree. No, it's a long tree. So the detail, what's like semi-dry tall SFR grass. I think I've been streaming for like 45 minutes just looking through the models. How could someone possibly have made this? Is my internet properly connected? When that loading? Well, okay. That is all. Let's look at it all at the documentation. Well, I want to see no viewers. So let's go. Gizmo. What's you put Gizmo here and you don't explain what Gizmo is. Yeah. Thank you. F1 help. Mini GPS. Oh. So I'm gonna try clicking A, and I'm gonna try A. Okay. What's this one? The first A doesn't do anything, seems like. So F1, I want to try to, no, F5. What? Oh, that shows the little roads. Why does it keep like resetting? I'm driving. This game is just so well made. I'm gonna be honest, it isn't really like 100% my game, but you gotta admire the work they put into it. Well, I don't know, maybe the models were also just online taken from some online site. I don't know, but you know, they paid for it. The only thing is, then it's a little that could explain why there are so many. That makes a little less impressive on their end, but quite impressive on the end of whoever the people that made this. Like how do they even have so many? I think with the assets is basically enough to make well, not practically anything. That's a little over the top. I think you know, if you want to make a specific Why does it jump so much? I don't move that much, right? If you look at the GPS, oh, it's like because I was looking down a lot. I can do full rotation, that's why I think. I don't see it. Is it up? Huh, I don't find it. What? That's kind of making me, well, I wanted to say delusional, but that isn't a word. Well, it is a word, but not the word. What is the donkey? No, I'm trying it. Can I go up into the road? No, nothing. Nothing up there. Let's see, can I find it somewhere? C preview. What if I go C? Yes, now I'm back. Why can I make it orange? So what if I put it there? Can I? Hmm? Ah, oh, it's below the map. Why is it below the map? Go up. Go up. Also, place something there? Is it because I placed that there? What? Why aren't you going above the map? Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Can I? No, I can't rotate it. Can I go back? No, I need to. How do I rotate it? Do I need to do like that? And then. Wrong axis. Well, have a look at that. We're gonna go for the right. No, I can't. Wait, how do I go for right? Let's pick this one. Which is properties changer? Can what properties does it have? There's scale, rotation, and you can also see the closest road. That's also cool. Let's delete this. Oh, I need to delete the notes. That's nice to know. Wait, is my thing gonna stay? What's the difference? Yes, I do see the difference. If I pick, well, my voice is beginning to be a little. I don't know how to say it. Is it gonna be rotated too? No, it isn't rotated, right? If I place this here and go C, I don't see. Where is it? If I'd go like that, can I? Wait, need to go. Well, I can't. How do I unlock my mouse over here? Oh, I did something. Oh, just right click. TP. The divisional. Is that? Are those things that were supposed to be in Russia? Well, now it makes sense. What if I search it was? Are those things in game? Yes. No, but you get Janiperus, Quaking Espel, Sharpbush, Village. Those things are Russian though. So why is this in the game? So you got a couple of Russian things. Why is it a Russian wood pile? Like, I'm sorry, I want to have a Belgian wood pile. What happens if I would be this EB? But EB isn't well. No, that's Belastingdienst. That's Texas. It keeps following me everywhere. Well, I don't need to pay taxes yet, luckily. Um, so I can't really make jokes about that, but not yet. I need to pay a little taxes. So, if I do, how did I say voluntary things? I think it's like 2% taxes. No, I don't know if there's taxes on doing voluntary things. think I might confuse with doing a extra like shop. I don't know how to call it. I am going to turn off the mic in a second because I hear someone coming home. Oh, I also have no space left. I think I'm going to stop the stream then for now. Gonna see if I can make some space and respect the privacy. So see y'all